Hey peeps! Hi guys, it is Sophia from... Okay, that's way too excited. Hi peeps. Peeps. I'm gonna do that afterwards. I don't have an intro. As you guys know, I've moved to London. Woohoo! I think that several people have been asking me about, like, how I made it all work. So I just figured that I wanted to make a very quick video about how I got to where I am today. Number one, when and how did you move to London? I moved to London on the 5th of July. I went to London 2 times before then. One time to just have a feel about the city. Second time to go to a job interview, got the job, went home, packed up all of my stuff. I'm gonna make a montage.
I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Tough, not nearly good enough. I'm insecurities. Let's count it 1, 2, 3. No small, no skinny like a dog. No sleep, no rest, not nearly good enough.
And then I just moved. I got here with Ryanair because it's cheap. What? And then I just came to London. Basically the first day I spent going around in the tube sweating like... I sweat like an overweight man in winter clothes on a hot summer day in the tube. But I made it here. Searching for an apartment or a room. I used spare room. I made sure I was in London because you have to be in London to view the places where you want to live. It's so important because there's so many fake agents out there. Oh, I have this great penthouse apartment for £1 a month. Oh, I forgot to tell you it's in Zone 4. It's expensive because it's far away. There's a lot of scammers. I had Airbnb for 1.5 weeks and then I just went out on my first day here, viewed some places. The place I live now is actually the first place I viewed. I viewed this place and then I went to Bethnal Green, which is, it's got trash everywhere. It smelled like pee everywhere. It was horrible. I went to my Airbnb room and I literally just sat down for 5 minutes and I was like, I think I'm gonna take this room because he seemed really nice, and I texted him, I want to move in. I literally just told the guy I was renting the Airbnb place from, like, thank you for saying hi to me, but I'm gonna skedaddle. I just took my 2 suitcases, put on some deodorant, and then I just skedaddled. Lost all of the money because I didn't stay there for 1 night. The first night I slept here was without any duvets, without any linens or whatsoever. It's just me and a towel curling up on top of a sweater as a pillow. I have a friend who's currently living at a hostel. She's made good friends there. They are now finding a house together to live in. You can also do that if you want. I didn't want to live at the Danish hostel. A lot of people do that as a possibility. It's very cheap. That's just the way I chose to do it, and I've had a place since day one. That's been my place, my own room. I think I succeeded, like, okay. So how I got a job. I had heard a lot about people moving to London and then spending a few weeks trying to find a job or a few months. And then by that time, because London is so expensive, they would have spent all of their savings and they weren't able to actually stay here and live. I came to London in spring for a week and I'd actually decided that week I was gonna go out and hand out my resume, but I didn't because I didn't. I started contacting a Danish bakery. They let me get an interview. I went to the interview, I went on a trial shift, I got the job, then I went home, I quit my job. I maybe think I did that beforehand, but I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. Everything was kind of like falling into place like a puzzle. I started working 2 days after I got here. That was amazing. The first 2 months I came to London, I was definitely exhausted all of the time. I was at work or I was sleeping, basically. Because you have to get used to speaking English all of the time. You have to get used to everything. Everything's new. Everything's new. You have to get used to that. So my economy or like my budget has changed so much since moving here, because partly I have to spend like £650 on my room, and then I have to spend like £130 a month on transport, and then the rest of my money just basically is used on food, going to cafes and having a great lunch when I have a day off. It's really not every day that you have that Instagrammable lifestyle. It's really not. Some days I just have soup in a can because I can. And there's a vegan cookie at Pret that always gets me. It's so amazing. I have it like 4 times a week. You really just gotta get a feel with it. Make sure you have some extra money when you get here, and then just see how you can make it work for you, because I really like being eco-friendly. I like having a vegan I am vegan, so I have a vegan diet. So yeah, you just have to try it out yourself, I would say. But what I'm trying to do is really just not using my savings for these first months, and then just trying to see how I'm actually spending my money. And obviously the first couple of months I'm spending so much money on basic stuff that I just need to begin with, spices, stuff like that you don't have to buy every week. And bottles like this. I'm gonna stop doing like this now because it's probably gonna sound really annoying when I edit this video. If you're not traveling, if you're not traveling, it's... I give up. You figure it out as you go. Let me just say that. Transport is expensive. Living here is expensive. Just surviving is expensive. You're gonna have those days where you can go treat yourself with a good cup of coffee in Covent Garden at Le Pain Quotidien. I don't speak French, so I hope that was okay. That's not most days. If you want to meet friends outside of work, just do it online. I found my very good friend Laura via Spare Room. We were trying to find a place together. I found a Danish girl I saw on Instagram that she was moving to London. I contacted her. We've been in contact ever since. We're pretty good friends now, I would say, wouldn't you? This is Pippa. Pippa is one of my best friends over here. That's also a way to get me friends. Just buy some plants. Just be open to meeting new people. Go to meetups if you want. Go to the same workout class several times. I met a girl before going to a dance class. There's really so many opportunities to meet new people if you're just open-minded. Speaking of Brexit, I have no clue whatsoever, so I cannot say anything about Brexit. Let's see. That's kind of been my whole way of dealing with moving to London. I've just been like, let's see what happens. If I have plans to move back, not at the moment. No. Girl, you gotta know. When you move to the big city, if you haven't lived in a big city, London is on the top 10 of most polluted cities in the world, your skin is going to break out. So be prepared. Have extra money. I always say have extra money. Have extra money for skincare, or bring some skincare from home. I don't care. Just brace yourselves. Breakouts are coming. I just wanted to add that. I think I'm gonna edit this video. Before I was a bird set free, and now the bird has kind of landed in London, realized she is broken. So I'm kind of considering calling my blog Little Broke Dane instead, and making a lot of recommendations about where you can go for free in London and have fun, or where you can go and not spend that much money but still get those Instagram pictures. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do that. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do, anything you want me to know, anything you want me to know, yeah, just let me know. Okay, I hope that was an answer to all the questions. Bye. This is a stare for the haters.